to them on the T side, and we've seen some interesting approaches out of Liquid on their gun rounds, but straight in towards the A side of things. 2 smokes, one towards the top stairs, one towards jungle. Flashes are good, Grat to receive, and he'll be playing passive now. Oh, a nice little one tap. Gives Elige a fresh haircut, but Liquid do have the sight. They will get the plant down towards the firebox. There is a flash left in Grim's hand, so Stewie's going to call for this. They need to find some frags off of this Team Liquid.
This flash could be great, though. There's 4 players coming CT. Flash on both sides, though. And it's better for the T's. Nicely timed. Grim is going to be loving what he's just set into motion. Stewie and Twist combined to take down the vast majority, but Azza and Leas are still alive, so don't write it off just yet. Lea's out of bullets, so going to have to back away. Azza's there. Nicely played back through from the boys. Able to get over the obstacle that was really thrown at them in CT.
Yeah, that flash was magnificent, wasn't it? The fact they were able to get so many kills off that as Leas runs around and just puts a couple of extra bullets in the bodies. It's, you know, the zombies, you want double tap, right? You always want to make sure that they're actually down, and this is what that flash. Look at the top right of the screen. Grim set up all 3 of these kills. A flash assist on every single one, as are the in-game leader, eventually bailing them on out. And will Liquid go for the 4 spy? Ooh, an AK has been purchased on the back of Stewie. He's dropped that across to Elige. A couple of flashes in the mix, and they will be able to buy in the next round. So it seems pretty dangerous. Oh, there's Deagles, there's an AK. It is. They have to be very, very careful. And next round, there's another gun round to come as well. So damage, not only the name of the game here for Liquid. If they can take away 3 or more weapons, they've done their job against the Thieves. But this is potential to win a round as well. We've seen how potent their pistols can be. These are the type of rounds, if you were maybe to hazard a guess, Liquid are more likely to convert than full gun rounds for whatever reason in recent times. And okay, that's perfect.
There goes
work.
the rifle.
Yeah, great stuff.
Wow. Armor depleted, obviously, so even though the rifle does get filtered back through, it's lost a bit of its sustain to it now. Gratisfaction in wonderful combination with the player who's coming out of Con there, so can't really be too mad at that for Liquid either. I mean, you just got handed. Gratisfaction.
Yeah.
I mean, are we seeing the player that everyone goes on about in practice finally coming out a little bit here?
He will need to come alive on Mirage to control middle against the gun rounds. We've seen, the timing, Jacob. You're going to get tagged up. It's just a Glock, so not the end of the world. But remember these rounds we've seen from Liquid where they do their mid-control smokes and they get vent control very quickly. Then they do these fast B pounces off of those kind of rounds. So the Thieves are going to need to do some mid-control on the CT side of their own, or have Gratisfaction like Som was doing on the cap position, finding some openings with the AWP. And right now, this round looks like it's going to simmer away unless Twist wants to show us why he's one of the best aimers within North America.
Oh, he's showing stuff. Okay, but don't worry, Grat's here. And he's got a bunny hopper in the site. Stewie going to try and go for the plant. I don't think he can stop it. Yeah, this is lovely. Okay, Twist is still on for a little bit of damage here, but the flash is going to hinder him. This could open up for the player coming through those B apartments. I'm looking to see how Naf can get into this as well. He's still around with a Glock, maybe trying to catch a couple, trying to come through mid. Nice work from Twist. Oh, if he'd got that, it was looking all but sewed up. But Stewie's got himself a rifle as well. Can't withstand against the SMGs, no armor. And yeah, Naf doesn't have the plant for him. Really nice kind of consideration as well from Jacob to manage that no one's coming around the back.
Yeah, and that plan is fantastic because now that means that everybody on the side of things from Team Liquid will be able to buy. So Stewie dropped that AK across. If they didn't plant the bomb there, he wouldn't have been able to purchase anything. And he's actually opted for the Galil. He could have gone for an AK with armor and 1 or 2 grenades, but he's actually gone for the Galil, which is the lesser of the 2. But as the in-game leader, you know, you're normally calling the shots and working out what type of executes you need. So you tend to want to have as much utility as possible. Buy will come out for the Thieves here. The AK-47, famous for Gratisfaction, so that Scout not going to be picked up again. And 3 M4 A4s. Grim selling the standard default towards middle. We've got the smoke on towards the back of Catwalk, the Molotov over towards Connector. 3 players from Liquid in the B apartments. Bomb is over towards the B halls as well, and will just be Naf dealing with that A push. So very, very default round within the first 20 seconds here from both sides. Thieves aren't going for any stacks. They're not going for any clear aggression. It's just Liaz, old school as you like, going for the jump pick. Gratisfaction babysitting middle. You've got your 3-pronged mid defense with Azza over towards Catwalk, Jacob over towards Connector, and then JKS as your solo A anchor. Now, it feels like a bit of a waste to have JKS, somebody so good to be a solo A anchor. You could free him up across the map. But this is the setup the Thieves have gone for. Smoke towards window will be deployed with 1 minute on the Bloom. There she is. And through underpass, we can see Elige and Twist. 50 seconds left now. Looks like we're setting up for a bit of an A split. Second window smoke coming in. really passive. It's a retake A and 3 stack over towards B. So the Thieves are gambling on a B hit here.
Steps, everything heard towards connector though. I think Jacob knows what's going on. Can play. Oh, he's just been heard. That molly. Oh, that's not a nice scenario to be in, but position noted. Bomb plant coming through. JKS did fall away from this, postured for the retake, but Jacob was locked in. After that little lick of the molly, his position was truly noted, and he does fall for it. Now, as has kind of picked up the mantle, these post-plant positions for the T's are pretty proactive. Elige is pretty close by, but looking at what util, they have 2 flashes and a smoke still to play off the back of that. Stewie definitely just saw one. Radar maybe showing it more than he knew it, but backs away nicely, plays towards Sandwich, and they're playing the time so well here. Yes, Azza found Grim, but I think their chances have dwindled. Yeah,
and this is the thing. I think both sides are more than happy to put down their guns, just walk away from round number 3. Team Liquid will post their first one on the board, and it feels like Liquid are a little bit more buttoned up. You know, they're in the playoffs. This is do or die. Whoever loses this game is out of the running for North American Pro League for Season 12. The loser will have to run the gauntlet. It'll be EG up next. Every single team in the playoffs from this point onwards for either 100 Thieves or Liquid they'll have to face. EG's waiting within the lower bracket final, and then the grand final netting themselves that just yesterday was FURIA with an absolutely dominant performance. And guess what? The only team out of these 3 who FURIA lost to was 100 Thieves. They beat EG within the regular season. They beat him again within the upper bracket final. They beat Liquid. Let's see if Thieves have anything to say within this one, because they've gone for that aggressive mid-control smoke. The Molotov as well, now that the mouth of mid is wider, but they haven't pushed forward for information. They're more just using their utility to hold Liquid at bay. One of those key elements, I've spoken about it already within this game, and I'll continue to bring it up, is when Liquid go for that gear change, when they go for that fast mid-control and try and take vent room early, that is when they can be extremely pouncy, extremely fast onto that B split. Baiting out a lot of utility from that side of the map as it is right now. So Azza, he's used his smoke. He's got a Molotov, a flash, and a HE left. Liaz with a HE and a smoke as well. So CT setup passive across the map again. No gamble stack this time. Only Gratisfaction looking towards middle. Shui about to smoke him off. And reconvening our Liquid over for an A hit. They still are working with so much utility with 54 seconds left on the clock. We've got 3 smokes. We can set up for a standard A execute. We have plenty of Molotovs. We can Molotov under the balcony, sandwich position over towards the firebox. Molotov behind your jungle smoke or in front of it towards the bench. Make sure the CTs can't slow you down here.
Okay, JKS is going to be the first port of call. Jacob did just smoke off connector, so he knows that there's no trouble coming from there. Jacob going to find Grim. That plays in well. Now, Gratisfaction's flash was brilliant. That allows so much more room for JKS to get aggressive. Trying to chase that frag. Twist will punish, though. 3 still alive for the T's, but that bomb not so safe in Elige's hands here, as Azza was waiting for that little bit of a spot. Twist trying to find him. This is down to 17 seconds. Very precarious positioning.
Have to win a fight.
There's no 2 ways about it. Nothing's safe here. That's one fight to be won, and that's not bad. But Azza can still be a threat. Look at this, 7 seconds. There it goes. Bomb's now loose. Twist, the last one alive. He's got to find the frags or do something. He knows where they are, but he can't find them in time. That's 1 loss, and Azza will kill him after time.
Oh, yeah, nightmare scenario there for Twist. So no loss bonus going through into round number 5. Twist will go down. He was the impact player as per the damage done, but as far as the round's concerned, he's walking away with only $2,100 in the bank balance. If you are Liquid here, you probably could warrant a buy. There looked like there was enough money to make it work. You can get some Tech 9s on the players who are lacking a little bit more. There are rifles available. And that one was just frustrating for Liquid. They were out of utility to get that bomb down, stalled out very well by that defense of Jacob and JKS. So they will force on in. Twists with the Deagle, Galil for Grim. Everyone else on AK-47s. This might be the faster approach over towards middle. They've got top mid control now. Elige and Grim ready to set up their nades. Smoke towards window. Grat will greet that with a molly of his own. The back and forth spread of utility here is they should really have a good understanding of the way Liquid want to approach this map. We've seen it in recent games, and Elige, that was huge.
Beautiful. Re-smoke on window. Gratisfaction being really, really kind of tempered here. He's unable to get what he wants through that window. Going to adjust, look towards B after that kill came in towards short. Maybe feeling that could be where the pressure's coming. Liaz is there, but an SMG might struggle if all of them come through. Smoke towards short. They hold for a second. We've seen this ladder play. We've seen them take their time here. But look who's going walkabouts. Jacob is all the way back round by spawn, so he knows what's happening. But Naf's watching this. Oh, the timing is just backed away from it. So flashes, part of his duty here. There's one for the close swing. Twist on it. Not sure if he saw the gun barrel of Liaz, but it doesn't really matter. Liaz gets one and backs away, stays alive, allows the plane to come through. Gratisfaction on the early adjustment did well, but not well enough. Stewie 3K comes in. Bomb to be planted, and Jacob's flank, it might have lost its potency. Yeah, knife out, going to be against it. NAF shut down. Beautiful work.
A big round there to win. Look at the bank balance right now on the 100 Thieves side of things, down to just absolute peanuts here. As are working with the most, 27.50. It's not enough to warrant a buy. For some of these players, they can't even invest into P250s. Stewie doing fantastic work. That second shot onto Gratisfaction. That's the sight done and dusted. And look at the frustration you can see. Clench of the fist there from Grat and down to the force. Okay, so I thought the Thieves might take a save, but wanting to get their money all leveled on out. Grat with the scout. We saw him make this work on anti-eco numero uno. Pushed it up towards that vent room. So this isn't a bad call from the Thieves. If the player that I continue to preface comes in, they have two individuals ready to deal with this. If not, it's a good way to cover off towards window and the short position. You've got each other's backs. You can see here back-to-back Jacob and Azza right now. It is a lean over towards B completely. JKS is tucking himself in towards window as well. So A has been completely left on open for the likes of Elige and Grim if they were to force themselves forward. Inquisitive now. Stewie, the in-game leader of the Liquid squad, might get some information. NAF with the molly. That's going to be heard.
Oh, there's the danger.
They saw another. So they know there's at least two more players towards Catwalk. Oh, the timing.
It's got to be really careful. That gun should be taken away from him. Yeah, JKS comfy on that. Oh, wild spray from Elige cost him his life. JKS back in this now. Rifle to hand, full HP. Flash against two. Grim and Twist backs to the wall. If they get back into this fast enough, the Thieves are in a good spot, but they don't have a kit. So there is a time limit and there is a time imperative. Grim posted for CT play. Twist has his cross. Hard to hold, and that nade could do well.
He's deep.
Might just go beyond. It does. Just a touch of damage, but Grim has some flashes if he wants to try and play off them.
Wow.
Wow.
Bit of a fumble there. They knew there were at least three players over towards that catwalk position. As it went down, Jacob traded, and they also knew that a shot came from the brick box at short. There was also the Elige dueling connector that JKS won, and this is it right here, getting it from a third-person perspective. So JKS takes down NAF, and then Elige just trying to mop on around the corner there by holding the trigger down. And you can see that as they're getting fired up.
Quite like the hair, actually. It's very like, you know, throwback emo days.
Throwback emo days.
I'm feeling that.
All right, well, the Thieves, they've got something to say about this one. Now the money, the shoe, it's on the other foot. Team Liquid down to just pistols of their own. A couple of Deagles, make it 4. Grim with a Glock, yet to frag. Grim currently sitting at 0-0-6. Now, down to 1 HP. Run, because Az is coming. He's going to take down both Stewie and NAF with ease. Molotov's going to hold Grim at bay, and he's not going to get a kill this round. I don't think the nade's good. Oh, tie.
Oh.
Just missed. As Azza could have had himself.
Is it going to be a bond? We get a bond, Chad.
Yeah, look, that reference, yeah.
It's quite fun.
Yeah, but James Bond's cool. Like, if I was on
There's nothing wrong with it.
If I was on 007, but yeah, he's like Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, look, it doesn't have to be negative. We're just pointing out 007. Like, normally it gets ruined by assists. You know, normally there's an assist in there and you try and chalk it up a little bit. You're like, no, not happening. Nice stuff from the Thieves so far. It feels like they've got the, you know, a way back in now, 2 rounds back to back. Obviously, the last one was a little bit less than ideal, but there was that post-plant crossfire that really got me, where I think it was, Grim and Twist, I think?
It was the other way around. The flashes that you were pointing out, it could have been great, because Grim could have tucked in and thrown flashes for Twist to pick off. Unfortunately, it wasn't the case.
Yeah. Oh, a little unfortunate, but here we go. Back on the buy, back with all the goodies. Maybe not everything they'd want, but close enough. Gratisfaction can't have his way with middle just yet. Flashed up, has to peel away from this. We do have Jacob having a little bit of a push up again. He did go around T-spawn last time around. There was no pressure on A. He did go for a long old fact-finding mission. Stewie this time through underpass. There's the smoke towards deep connector, so that's going to isolate anyone inside con. Gratisfaction already out of there, though, back towards window.
All right, well, this might actually be more comfortable ground for Jacob here. Postured forward, it's just a heads-up duel. Doesn't have to worry about... Oh, I was going to say moving around too much as he started to pivot back, but finds the kill, and that's good information. So maybe some more aggression through connector for the likes of Liquid, knowing there was that forward position taken. But look how many eyes are on this. Gratisfaction, Jacob, and JKS, all with AKs. That's a fair fight if I've ever seen one. Stewie's taken a lot of territory, and this is the canary in the coal mine, the early warning signal. When the vent isn't broken, oh, the pre-fire. Grat baited him into it, footsteps, and then he went for the walk.
Elige still crisp though, expecting Liaz to be on that position, but he actually gets to keep his life. Liaz not showing his hand yet, as Gratisfaction will get their attention, but Liaz finally... Oh, that wasn't clean, but it's done its job. It slowed down the hit, but Twist is on it. 25 seconds on the board for these two to make something happen. Bomb needs to be recovered. Is it on the ledge still? I believe it is, which is a problem. Jacob can spot that. He gets the tag. Nice work from Jacob, but still standing is Twist, digging it out of the hole that they found themselves in. Jacob going to play it forward. Eats the flash. Fully blind. Comes out. Sees one over by bench. Elige, safe plant for himself. Twist on bodyguard duty. Keep him alive. That's all he's got to do. Nicely played by Twist. 4 kills.
Jacob did everything he possibly could there. Liaz still converted that kill, but you feel if he made that cleanly, he could have been set up for a second.
Yeah.
So unfortunate for the Thieves. They're just a couple of fumbles within the late round. It was looking very good. They found the opening. It'll be Liquid as the ones to take the timeout, and probably needed with the intensity that we've seen in some of these last few rounds here. Twist, his aim coming online. Look at some of these shots here.
Crispy.
Is that an ace?
I think it was 4. I believe so.
All right, well, I gotta learn to count a little bit better.
It's tricky, don't worry about it.
So you want some Liquid apparel. No, sorry, there's his merch. The Thieves is apparel. But you want like a Spider-Man jersey like what Jason had?
No,
they more of like the Hulk
To be fair, I've been offered it before by a lot of teams, and I really appreciate it. But honestly, my wardrobe is filled with that stuff anyway, from like events, and I don't need more T-shirts.
I give away the event stuff now.
To who?
I don't know, anybody who wants it.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, and I keep some stuff in the basement of the Lantern.
You have your original like team T-shirt?
I do, but they're in Australia.
Australia. Yeah, I really want to like put mine somewhere, but you still have it around.
All right, well, this is a fake right now that they're going for the faster mid control, which normally goes into this cap play. And they're actually taking the bait right now. The Thieves have 3 players on the B bomb site. It will just be a limp out onto A. So they're thinking that mid's given up. They're worried about this vent room. And look at this. Stewie's just walking his way through. This attack onto A is going to be met with just JKS towards CT spawn. It has to be a retake.
It's tough, yeah. He has to peel away. There's no support. It's just him. Gonna spot Nap. He knows where 1 is now. Bomb plant gonna come through. He can't really deny unless that molly spread in the weirdest way. It does reach Grim eventually. But yeah, 5v5 retake. The utility, though, for the Thieves is thick. There's like 4 Cs on that. They've got so much to play with if they want it. Flash from the T side towards CT. Gonna do well to slow this down. Any more would be great. No one coming through middle, and Stewie can relay that. There is Gratisfaction on short, but there you go. He's gonna show his hand. Elige goes down. Now it's on Twist to do something. 1-for-1 trade out's not quite enough. They need a bit more. Grim just about landing the spray, and it's not pretty, but he's buying time for Naf, and that's what you need to be seeing. And on the bomb we go. JKS right there, but he's so low. He's 11 HP. He's in the fire and the flames. Grim's got nothing but a Glock, and he's chasing him. Grim's a madman, but he buys time just straight up. You got to get through me to get to that bomb.
Oh, Grim's on the board now, so maybe this is Liquid about to step it up another gear. That retake on the A site from the Thieves, you could see they were set up for it no matter what. But it's always a difficult one to manage. Gratisfaction has bought straight into the AWP here, and this is the shot onto Elige. Look, this one is a bit of a freebie round. It's a bit of a stat padding frag, or necessity. You could look at it as a necessity because he needed to save onto that AWP. So look at Grim, he's smiling. So,
everyone's happy.
Yeah, so this saved AWP for Gratisfaction. It's the only weapon that the Thieves are running with into round number 10. There is a P250 for JKS. USPs for the other 3. Jacob will be burnt on off, that will be heard. A utility once more, the wall smokes coming on through. Molotov on, under, everywhere as Naf will take down both. Well, look at this. He's just playing the pre-fire mod, just checking all his corners, clearing everything out. Oh, all right. Great. At least they know where you are now, and they might even consider the chase. Azza will get a freebie onto Stewie. That's an AK to help lock them in with. But they are on the hunt. They want to take this AWP out of the round. It's a Galil even. And a very pretty Galil.
It's quite nice, though, isn't it? Very bubblegum-esque.
Oh, nice dink. But dead. And now Grat, look at this. Rocking a hard place from spawn. Takes a Elige up. Should have known that there was another because the dink was onto Twist.
I like how aggressive he gets. Like, he's not afraid to stand his ground for it, is he?
think he might be in trouble here.
No one's pushing from mid. It is just onto Twist.
Look
and he's
how far
14
he's
HP.
weaseled for. Oh, he hasn't. I thought he was weaseling forward. He's just chilling on out. So not going for this. And the reason for that is the money situation hasn't really swelled out of control right now for Team Liquid. Take a look at their bank balance. 5K for NaV. He's just reinvested. He's down to 1K. Alige had a bunch of money as well, over 5K down to $500. So it makes sense as to why they weren't getting too hungry with that chase. And they knew that they were going up against a buy round no matter what against the Thieves in round number 11. Utility will come out. Only 2 kits in play, one for Gratisfaction, one for JKS. Utility's not fantastic either, lacking a couple of Molotovs and HEs on the Thieves side. And this is the change-up. This is the pace we were talking about. And they're going straight up. They're not taking vent room. They want the fight, and they take Azza out. Straight on to B. Liaz is under pressure.
Yeah, they weaponized Stewie there, just throwing him in. Liaz has to do something.
Oh, mouse wheel! Okay, now they should chase. Now they should hunt. The comm should be, get them. Just go. Leave one with the bomb. Fan out. Find them. Take these guns away.
Okay, look. Team Liquid, I know you're good with Logitech, right? You got the whole, you know, chair thing going on with all the bibblies and bobblies, and it's all fancy. Can you have a word with Logitech, right, and sort out the mouse wheel?
How do you know one? It could be any. Let's not.
No, I'm just saying. No, because they're here and they've got a good connection with the company. I'd really like one, like, you know, peripheral company to be like, hey, we've made a mouse wheel that doesn't do this nonsense. NaV,
whoa,
very close here. Hold on. Eesh. Okay, goodbye. I'm not saying it is a Logitech mouse. I'm saying any company that takes the initiative to say, right, we'll find a way that means that you don't get random mouse wheel jumps.
All right.
It really upsets me, Chad.
All right.
Please.
What if it's the player like using a really old mouse? Or you just mean for you?
I mean, just in general for everyone, yeah.
Well, someone's going to hold on to that technology, Lauren, and they're not going to want to share.
Just put it out there.
People don't like to share.
Someone put it out there. Someone save me from mouse wheel jumps.
People are very possessive. We don't live in a world where we share.
Yeah, but one company does it, boom, everyone has to, otherwise they're behind.
Not everybody's done the wireless mice yet, have they?
Yeah, true.
They'll catch up eventually.
Yeah, you're right.
You're living in a dream world, Lauren.
I just don't want to jump when I try and shoot sometimes.
Just keep your finger off the bloody mouse wheel.
No, but it's not that. It's not that. It's not. Just sad.
All right, well, I think the Thieves are going to be pretty sad if they can't post this round on the board, because lost bonus now.
How many rounds in a row is it for?
Let me bring up my little CSGO HUD here. It's hard to see, like, when you don't have it every round and you don't have the scoreboard, we need, like, and I'm looking at Skybox, I'm looking at this.
Looking at all this, just bibbly bobblies. We do have the default-ish smokes away, not all of them, just 2.
It will be a fake as well. So this might draw both Gratisfaction and JKS away from middle. You see JKS starting to, he's moving forward.
Crap. Hold your nerve. This could be huge. Oh, he's thinking about it. Sticks around long enough, really well played. Love that from the Thieves. Didn't give in to the pressure that was being thrown towards A. They had their men on it. Jacob was there, no problem. Azza backing him up, and now Liquid have to go all the way around, all the way back. And they have 0 ground, so people could have pushed up, which, well, funny enough, they have.
Yeah, they need to do some damage here. The money's not fantastic on Stewie. Oh, Jacob, he won this duel before, but this time it's late round. This time he's in a bit of trouble. We'll finish it off. That's bomb down. That's the round done. So Stewie should just try and, I was going to say save in plain sight, but he can't now. He's been spotted and he'll be taken down by JKS. So with the $1,400 loss bonus coming on through, there's only $1,900 in total for Stewie with his residual cash. The money would warrant a partial investment here from Liquid. I could see them opting for, you know, some P250s, maybe a light spread of utility, because it will be $1,900 for them in the next round. But that was important that Gratisfaction didn't rotate away. So the information from the A players saying, hey, look, it's not on the site yet. There's no numbers. Nothing's been seen. Hold your horses was very, very good. As now that partial buy that I was talking about comes on through. Glocks for NaV and Stu. Stu can't invest right now. Utility in NaV's hands to help him set up into this B site. If they get the entry onto Liaz, he doesn't get a kill. This one could snowball out of control.
Nice little spray. Liaz needs to stay alive. Backs away. Here come all those pistols. The Tech 9s, he's overwhelmed. Azza's got his back, though, but how much can he do? Gratisfaction's flash is, again, just brilliant. This guy's providing even when he can't be there. Grim, the last one alive on 1 HP. I'm not feeling like it's likely. But you know what? You never know. Bomb planted, Jacob closing in. Shot comes in, he's dead. Nice play on the way back through. But that flash from Gratisfaction caught what? I think 3 of them then?
I'm trying to get it in Skybox right now if I can. So we're about to bring it up, and you can see Gratisfaction was rotating from the A bomb site. So I've just highlighted Gratisfaction. He's coming on through spawn. You can see him jumping and throwing that flash. And it's gone off here above the roof of the Checkers position, which has flashed the T's coming out of apartments. And that's how they got blind, Lauren. So there you go. Nice and simple.
I like that.
All right, well, Thieves have taken the lead. 7 rounds to their name. This looks like it could be a 9-6, 8-7 half. Either way, still, this game has been back and forth. Loss bonus for the Thieves now has trickled on down to that 1900 mark. So if they are to lose a round, they won't be working with too much going into the final round of the half. Early exchange of utility towards middle. Taking control in a very default manner. Smoke towards window, over the top for the deep connector smoke. Molly from Elige to flush anybody out from those close corners. Molly towards Catwalk to hold them at bay while they set up for the window boost. And guess who's home? Jacob and JKS. But he's walked on past. He's snuck on through. Stewie's gotten one. Will he expect the other? Jacob knows he's there. And, well, there's the quick trade. But Jacob wants more. He's pinned in here, Lauren. I think that's it for Jacob.
Oh, he did so well, though. 2 kills. You'll take that. No, 3v3. Bomb still coming through.
Oh!
Gratisfaction, you're playing a dangerous game here, but he's doing everything he can to keep control of that, but has to peel away eventually. Elige's a problem.
There's no utility here to get the plant down. They have to take fights.
Elige forced to fight and loses. And Naf left in the 1v3. Spots one, knows the Gratisfaction's nearby. That's a kill. Okay, CT's now open. And Leah shuts the round. No problem for him in the end.
Yeah, now final round of the half here. Team Liquid will have to fully invest, go for the force buy. They're rocking about 3.5 across the board. The buy won't be potent, but you saw how close it was to that B bomb site execute getting out of control before Jacob mopping things up there. That could have been a real problem. Taking a look at what they've opted for. Galil's, Tech9's, Deagle, utility as well. I'm not quite sure where the avenue in for Liquid here is, but another round would be nice to end the half. Standard utility again, default spread. Exactly, rinse and repeat. This time it's a pace change. Up cat they go, down towards the connector smoke. Grim goes down.
On the trade?
That's
okay,
good.
Not bad. It's a trade you'll take at the moment when you're working with, Tech9's, Deagles. They get that rifle through, but JKS is on this. Eyes trained on Elige when he tries to make the escape. Gets away. Keeps his life for now. Gratisfaction needs to be a little bit careful. Naf is lingering around, but that bomb's heading towards B. Azza and Liaz maybe preparing themselves as Elige gets behind enemy lines. Being a nuisance, the window's open, it's broken. A little vent between. Oh, the timing, Elige. Did Grat see him? I don't think he did. But if Elige backs into this, he's done for. Azza with the spot. Nice. Now Liaz can be on absolute 100% alert. They've shut this one down. They've shut it out. Twist now left in a 1v3. He got the first from the 1v4. No guns to be picked up. Spots out another. Takes his head into the site we go. Twist, you'd have to do something filthy, and it's not going to happen. 100 Thieves, 9-6.
Here, we've got a request coming in on the wireless, Lauren, from none other than Team Liquid. They've requested Sin Me a Dough. So we're going to hit you that one on the break, and we'll be back in a couple minutes. Stay with us.
Escucha loco, siéntate y relájate un poco, que en esta vida el tiempo es loco, puedes perder momentos preciosos y sepas que cuando pides ayuda yo me levanto, todo lo que tengo lo comparto, y aunque me sienta triste yo canto, ay canto, vive una vida llena de personas que te quieran, que te respeten de verdad.
Okay, we back. Absolute banging tune. Thank you very much, Liquid, for the request. We'll get OJ in to do some real, you know, desk jockey work, whatever it is he does. Just
he puts his feet up late at night, and that's about it.
Because the thing is, OJ used to just be in the green room putting on weird songs. Like,
playing
they were very
Apex on the PlayStation.
obscure songs. But he now does it for a job. Go off, OJ. Sometimes I listen to his radio show because I'm lonely and sad.
People like talking to him.
Yeah.
He's a good man.
Yeah, he's a good guy. We miss him. But also great songs. So thank you very much, Liquid, for the request. If you request Sarah, we'll like you even more. Anyway, into this we go. 100 Thieves leading on the half. Bit of a switch with the side, though. Yeah,
and Azza needs to be careful. He has a truckload of utility here, and it looks like he's selling a bit of a fake over towards the B side of things. That smoke's going to drop. The flashes are good as well. So over towards the B window. But Grim, look how far forward he is. He sees nothing. Stewie doesn't need to move. Stewie does not need to move a muscle. One bullet, one kill. And now on out towards A. The real attack will come on through. Liaz finding Stewie. The side is open. They can get the bomb down. There's an open plant over towards the front of the firebox. So keep your eyes on this post-plant situation. We've got Liaz push forward into jungle. Lige needs to clear this out. Oh, he's fluffed the jump there. Second attempt. And it's good.
Yeah, so's that shot from Liaz. So that entry point is eliminated. Naf now knows, okay, I'm in a spot of bother. There's a player to my right, player to my left. And none of them are showing, so I'm going to have to work for these frags. Dives in. Outdone by Graz Faction as Liaz now shows himself again. Yeah, this is a shutdown so far. Just Twist left alive. He did have the kit. He did get one, but it's not enough. Nice little pistol start for the Thieves. This is looking good.
Yeah, they're going to be very happy that Liquid decided to go with Mirage instead of Nuke. Nuke's been something where if you check out the stat lines for the Thieves in recent times, not been the greatest. Whereas Mirage, at least once upon a time, was a map they were very, very comfortable on. And now by picking up this pistol round, they're only 6 rounds away. If they convert here against the CT side of Force Spy of Liquid, we might be going to map number 3. That will be Inferno. And last time round during the regular season that these two teams met, I've said it once, I'll say it again, it was 16-14 all the rounds. Let's see if the Thieves have what it takes. I hear little click keys being typed.
Everyone's moving around.
They're still playing, so must be all right. Must be no dramas. Note how many smokes have been purchased by Liquid here. We've got a bunch across the board. The first one will be dropped on out there by Naf on the cap position. They've got another 4 to use. Stewie hasn't fully invested right now, which leads me to believe he'll be getting out that AWP on the first gun round. If they drop these in the perfect positions, they will be able to stall out the Thieves' progression. They've taken the mid control with 4. They're covering their backs. They're using their own smokes right now, so window can't be picked from Stewie. Dropping a connector smoke that will need to be respected. There's a flash in Grim's hands as well, but he's all the way over towards B, so he can't use that over towards middle to help them out at the moment. Oh, they're going to pick this. Another smoke towards window. 46 seconds now.
The back and forth of smoking is mad.
It does look like they want to go A, though. That smoke towards connector, we can see 4 members now walking up in it. Leads it as going to be an A attack. That Molotov's going to flush Naf out of position.
That's the information, though. Graz Faction will find him, but Stewie, the original, the OG smoke criminal himself, right on the very edge. Only good for 1. I thought he might have had a second there. Twist locked down, locked out by Jacob. And even with all these threats, all that posturing in middle, it looks pretty good thus far. We've got a Legion Grim to have to do something beyond capability on. Yeah. I feel it's still it's not happening. Grim's out of there. Nice stuff.
This one is done and dusted, I would say. Round number 11 on the board for the Thieves. Liquid are going to find themselves going into an eco next round, and now it should be 12 on the board. Now, unless Naf wants to kill 4 people with the USP, I would say that it is looking likely that the Thieves are able to mount themselves a very, very convincing scoreline early here. They had a great showing in the first half, or at least in the early stages of the first half of Vertigo. Then Liquid bounced on back. Rush, how you doing?
You've been quiet this half. Or this game.
What's going on?
What's the server conditions like in there?
I've been checking the floor. It looks pretty smooth. No displacements causing any issues. No weapons falling to the ground. No splinters.
Oh, we hate a splinter on
Clean surfs all around. The game is sick. Yeah, the boys.
Are you gonna play? Among Us tonight? I've already said I'm not.
Well, if you're not, and we play Danger Zone.
I'm not playing Danger. There's no games tonight.
What are you doing, Chad?
I'm going to go to the gym, Lauren. Yeah? I'm going to look after myself this evening, have a nice early bed, read my book. I'm on the 4th June novel.
Reading books.
Anyway, laugh at me. I'm trying to...
Yeah, to be fair, Rush, you can't even be bothered to read subtitles, mate. So
no, of course not. Why would I? If there's an English version, I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah,
but
well,
this
hold on. There's some danger. Yeah,
Get it, Rush.
Go on, mate.
Get it, Rush.
This is a round that they can't afford to lose here. The money is stacked. The frags are stacked. Everything's stacked about this round. Stewie 2K, he's got the pinstripe deagle. If he picks out here, Azzy Boy is going to be down. No Juzza in the round, sadly, for Chatty Chazzers. Old Juzza.
This is a big round.
And old as this is a big round,
bomb's
actually,
down.
quite genuinely. So this is bomb is down towards ramp. They got a pretty good setup at ramp, I think. There's some light utility. I mean, Grim could maybe throw a flash, but I don't know. The T's are really taking their time here. They do have a lot of it, so they can afford to do this. The Molly, some good utility coming down. A bit of chip damage, no, but smoke on the ramp. So now they've secured the ramp position. Stewie's a danger man right now. If he gets one here,
oh yikes!
Oh, you can't be affording to miss that. Naza, he wants to punish, but not quite. Jacame picks back up the bomb. Stewie, he could see a back here, maybe. Naf going around the world. That's a brilliant flash. Perfect utility usage right there. Now the CTs are all split up. I don't like their odds now. Still do have AKs. Naf could possibly find the bomb. Not quite though. Good utility. Naf, he does find him eventually. Puts it on a 1v1 as a... This is a round they never should have lost USPs again. Liquid v USPs. I don't know how they do it so often. No smoke on the bomb, no kit, so this could still get dicey. Grim tickling it a little bit. The double peek and one above, one below. Almost gets 2 1v1s, but Chad, what do you got to say about that? That's crazy. Can we skybox that? Pull it up.
I don't think we need to skybox it, but we need to work on your ramping.
Yeah, it's almost like I don't know how to do this.
No, but this is like a live audition. We're doing this live, so you're teaching the people at home as well. But I really like, there's a lot of good stuff that you got in there.
Yeah, some words.
Yeah, and you also observe that whole round at the same time.
Yeah, that's the thing. I have to press the buttons as well, so you know it's a lot of like mental.
Well, they do say, Rush, that men can't multitask. So you just did a fantastic job.
Well, thank you so much.
And you can see what that means. The Thieves now, disarray.
Nice word.
They can still buy, so it would have been better if they didn't buy, but. That's a big round for Liquid to win. And look, going into that, they have no business winning rounds like that. That's the whole thing, ladies and gentlemen. Those are Liquid rounds. They get away with a couple of freebies. I think it's like they have like some contractual agreement with the universe. It's like, yeah, just give us 1 or 2 of these a day.
You got it on Vertigo.
Well, they do have Jason the Prophet O'Toole. So he potentially, you know, I do also call him the Messiah. A couple of other names for him that aren't probably friendly.
Can't say them on air. Can't say them on air.
Those for when we're in private
later.
Time, but
in Among Us when you'll play later.
I'm not playing later. I've already said I'm not
we
playing.
love it. We're excited for it. We're also excited for this game. The timeout music's still going.
I like
very
it, though.
Intense. Leave it up. Let's go.
Now, Stewie does have that AWP. He was saving for this. You could see on the second round of this half that he held onto the cash money so that he could bring it out. And winning an eco round means they get even more cash. Those 2 AKs are very, very nice. And on the other side of things, there was a Galil for Gratisfaction and a Deagle for JKS. So the money still good enough to net them a decent looking round. But if they lose this one here, they only have a $1,900 loss bonus going into the next. So a plant definitely needs to be on the cards for the Thieves. Both teams are on that seesaw right now. Whoever loses this one gets 1,900 in the back pocket and will most likely be taking an eco. Slower start here. The Thieves are in absolutely no rush. Flush out towards middle. Control being taken. Nade is good. Straight onto the head of Azza. He catches that one. Mouth wide open. Almost 60 damage done there as Stewie will be pivoting towards middle. The smoke is good. This is another nade for Azza. Catch, my friend. That one's only going to do 5.
They are making it up short right now. Who's on the other side? It's going to be Naf, Grim. Yeah, Naf's going to get that to start with. And we know that Jacob does like to entry for these boys. So they're probably going to be worried about a little bit more attention coming their way. Grim going to play it calm. Naf now Molly out. Does need to show himself. Tries to play the timing, but it's Elige in support who's made the most work happen. Finding Grap, finding Liaz, and now Elige still finding presence. That is the Elige you want to see. All the Liquid fans suddenly going to be paying attention when you see that name in the kill feed. 4 big kills.
And this is what I'm talking about. On the other side of the server now, the Thieves, they're left with roughly 2K for the majority of their members. And this is enough to buy some P250s, maybe upgrade into a Deagle, a light bit of utility, but nothing crazy as Elige. That rotation over, And I want to note, Rush did a great job there of staying on Naf. Naf not moving, keeping his feet planted on the ground. That allowed Alige to come on in because they knew that Grim is the B apartments holder. They knew that Naf was on the bomb site when that opening kill came through to Jacob. And just by staying alive, Naf actually facilitated Alige's rotation. So that's just the ability of keeping numbers on the board, not getting hungry, not getting greedy. Because systematically, if Naf goes down, okay, we know one B apartments, we know one probably rotating through kitchen. It's process of elimination. Keep that unknown for as long as possible, and then you get the tease on a bit of an eco. So Mr. Alige, he's feeling hungry, he's feeling thirsty, a little bit horny up middle he goes. And this will be the round. So Liquid are now arm wrestling this one back into a great position for them. It should be 9, unless JKS goes absolutely ballistic. He will not be able to do that. Naf will finish him off. They'll be picking up the goodies, the guns that they want. And the buy will look good for Liquid, whereas on the side of the Thieves, they won't be able to get the AWP out for Grat. He will have to opt for that AK-47. And they're very serviceable with 5 rifles. It means they can do more strat-based things. They can also be more procedural. You're not necessarily relying on your AWP to go out and find you an opening pick. They're running out of rounds here as we are going into round number 21. They lose this as a $2,900 loss bonus.
I really do want to see Gratisfaction on the AWP here, though, because he was so good on Vertigo. I'd like to see what he could do. Alige picking up right where he left off. Yeah, you're never going to turn those down. Jacob out of it to start with. Bit of a problem there. Losing that punch towards middle. They have no eyes on it anymore. The others were mostly lent towards that B site. Or the B side, should I say. So you're going to have Grat working towards the top of mid. Bomb is on his back, so has to be a little bit careful. Azza can support, and it's Alige posted up towards window with Naf playing off the back of kind of cat short-ish. Alige definitely going to get a glimpse of Azza.
Yeah, I'm not sure there if there was a missing flash to deal with Alige's position, because you could see what the idea with the smokes was. There was a trickle smoke on the catwalk position to get them closer up towards short. But Alige just had a free kill. You take those every single day of the week. That strat that they were going for, the fast B split, it's been called on off when they couldn't get territory. Azza going to come through connector, but look who's waiting.
Stewie. Lovely on the first, Twist on the second. It's crisp stuff from Twist. Love that.
Alige is ready for this as well. Azza's going to go down. And well, Alige started the round and he'll end it just as quick as you like. So that $2,900 loss bonus comes through. It will just be another partial investment here from the Thieves. Tech9's being brought on in. And this is great hold. This is very Fallen-esque. Close A ramp with the AWP and then Twist's aim. He's so precise. The headshots, they're plentiful. And Liaz and JKS don't even get an opportunity.
What was the copy pasta, the like headshots and such?
That was there with Roka?
Yeah.
I don't know it. I'm not really big on the Maymays or the emoticons.
Rush might know that. Rush, are you up on that?
I don't remember fully. There's just some Reddit posts, I believe. But I have seen Roka do some crazy stuff. He had some nice WB hopping, which I'm a big fan of the B hops. So that was pretty dope.
Thank you, Rush. A little bit of an insight there. As for now, I actually quite want to pay attention to this because they've made it towards the site, and that's when these Tech9s become a little bit more deadly. And they've done that. Twist and Alige now removed.
Trouble.
Oh, Stewie, can you live? Can you make it out of the smoke? He's just about alive. He's willing to go back in for this one. That's very brave with the AWP. Closest one to this. Grat's tucked in towards the box. Look at Liaz, though. He didn't stop for a second. He got that Tech9. He got a rifle. And now he's got around the backside. He's going to see Grim. He's going to see Naf. He's going to see Stewie. He might get the ace out. This one is all he's going to get. But he's done so much work for these boys. But they now need to pick up where he has left off. Making the side cross. JKS says no to Stewie. Grim has got his ticket punched. He's in. He's in the Cyber Times ticket. He's got a kit, but he ain't finding the players. Around we go. Yes, you might find JKS. No, you don't. Brilliant play, but I want to highlight Liaz there for finding the room, getting that Tech9 in the faces.
Yeah, that was a big round there from Liaz, and they had one in the first half there, the Thieves, that they stole away. Well, this is a second and a very important round because I thought the Liquid were going to start mounting the absolute wall on the CT side. That shot there onto Alige, that was the deal maker. He's unlucky he didn't get more here. Look at this pivot from Grim. Grim has a real issue. Seems like he's running out of bullets in a lot of these equations. So maybe needing to reload before going into battle. But double AWP setup. Stewie and Naf will be wielding the big green. Alige is dealing with window. Spamming away, not tagging up anybody. Flash over the top as Jacob now pushing forward. And there's Grad on the AWP. He takes down Naf. That's one AWP done with. Will they expect the second on Stewie, though? That's the question. Oh, potentially a scope heard there. If he's just walked on over to make the scope noise and walk away, could be smart stuff from Stewie. Heading over towards the B apartments. He might need to go aggressive, but he doesn't know if anybody's up there. So there's a lot of questions. There's Elise. He gets flashed forward. He's found one. As the swings, can he get the trade? He will. Thieves hold on to the number advantage. 3v4.
Where are they heading? Is it going to be this A finish? It looks like it.
Pincer.
Twist has a lot to handle. The problem is every access point barring CT is now open. So pick where you want to be. That smoke's going to fade any second now. So suddenly he's in a whole lot of trouble holding the off angle, hoping that maybe he catches one. But 3 through con, 1 in Palace. There's no easy way out of this. Twist is going to have to just pick a poison, but they're going towards jungle. Okay, Liaz has found him. Not a chance there, really. Grim now just kind of feeling isolated. This one feels won. This feels like 100 Thieves have done enough. Unless Grim can maybe dig a little deeper, but no, this is looking wonderful for the boys as Stewie is a mile away.
Yeah, and the save call should come in here from Stewie. You can see the money situation right now for Twist and Grim on the right-hand side of your screen. They'll get a $1,900 loss bonus in the next round. That'll give them enough to buy M4A4s. And if Stewie holds on to the AWP, his cash balance will go up to just over 3K. He can drop a Famus, and then Elise and Naf, well, those two right there will get one of those dropped weapons, but we'll have to invest in potentially just a pistol with some armor. So the Thieves now licking their chops 3 rounds away. Taking map number 2, taking us to Inferno. Things got close over there on Vertigo as well. Team Liquid need to start finding some opening picks and getting them going in their fashion like we saw with Elise in the previous. They can't be losing to those A executes with Tech 9s anymore. Is
it bad I want Liquid to win just so we can get Sarah?
We can have Sarah anyway.
No.
Why not?
That's what we've been told.
We kind of can do what we want.
No.
Lauren, I think you've underestimated our power. Well, they were able to drop across M4, so Naf with M4 in his hands. You can see here, that was 1,900, not 1,400. Chad, you bloody spanner. No wonder there was enough money. Learn to maths, you idiot. Should have paid attention in school.
Why so hard on yourself, Chad?
No, you have to be.
No, you
gotta be your own biggest critic.
You can also be your own best friend sometimes, Chad. You know? As Liaz. All by his lonesome for now, straight out and about, but Naf's caught him in the end. Puts a stop to that sort of run around, and honestly, this B hits really found nothing. A nice tag, but the frags all liquids. That was very well controlled. It didn't feel like there was ever a threat.
No, and considering Liaz had so much space, like you rightly pointed out, you would have thought that they might be able to have capitalized on that. Naf had to completely leave Grim just to deal with that. But yeah, easy as you like. That was a very simple round from the side of Team Liquid. But now I worry a little bit more because Jacob has a Tech 9, Lauren. I know it's not Liaz, but there's still one on the board, and they lost to a faster approach from the Thieves. That was still pretty direct, but onto the B-bomb, so I would say the harder of the two to be able to overrun. Deep nade. Yeah, Jacob down to 77. Orb in the hands of Stewie, not picking too aggressively. Az are very, very noisy through the underpass position. It's all on Grim over towards B. We have 2 players hanging around towards the window room, and as I say that, Stewie starts to corral back over towards CT spawn to bolster their A defense. They don't want to lose a similar round to how they did before to that A attack. If they gamble incorrectly here, and it's still too early to call where the Thieves want to go, they might lose one on the other side of things. Window's not smoked. As they're clearing out now, forced in towards connector because of that Molotov. A lot of space being taken from the in-game leader here of the Thieves. JKS is checking his back as well, so they don't know if the CTs have pushed a ramp. A lot of information could have been taken. As we can see, it's not the case. It's a close A ramp setup again, this time with 2 rifles. Stewie playing in limbo within the site with the AWP, trying to keep his head out of danger from Palace. Back towards B, it looks like the bomb is heading. But Jacob will be finishing on that B side of things. 30 seconds left. This is all going to be on Grim as they sell the fake towards A.
It's been sold well. Watch Naf. Stewie's found Azza. That's going to help out. But
no, it's not A, surely.
Now you've got to be thinking, wait, what's going on? There you go. Calls can be made. Grim needs to buy time, and he's doing more than that. costing the T's their lives, and the last player standing will be JKS. He was over by Palace. Yes, he could make this costly, but that's about it. The round's sewn up. That's another on the board for Liquid. Twist to shut down. And that little bit of a ruse never really came with much.
It felt really weak.
Yeah.
You know, there was nothing behind it. You need to find a kill or at least take vision away from the CTs. And because they were so forward on the ramp and Stewie was posted up looking towards that connector position, they knew exactly what was going on. There was no dramas. There was no alarm bells being rung. The problem was if Grim didn't get a multi-kill, B would have been given up and then that retake becomes more difficult. And you can see that Twist knew exactly where JKS was coming from. Of course, it's JKS. He's either going to be A ramp or on the apartment's lurk. That's just the way it goes. Pistols out.
I do want to remind again, if you're just tuning in, folks at home, this is an elimination game.
Yeah.
This is lower bracket stuff. This is where it's super cutthroat. I actually love having lower brackets in the game if it's been a long enough season to get here, which I think Pro League has been. I like to see it. It makes it a little bit more entertaining to me. And we've had a close game so far. Liquid just trying to trail back in towards the Thieves, who are currently leading at 13. First map did go to Liquid. This should be a Liquid round unless something goes wrong.
Yeah.
So we should be tied up.
Gone wrong, Lauren. So
No, I know.
I try to now with Liquid. I just hold my breath.
Let's hope for the best.
Count to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Naf's on for a multi here.
Naffers, prepare yourself.
How nasty is Naf's ass today? Only 2. Hasn't been doing his squats. Oh, there's the bomb. Hey, guys.
There's the bomb.
It's here. How do you feel about the nickname Nasty Ass Naf?
I think it sounds better when Americans say it.
Yeah. Well, they've all retired, so.
One's still in the server, at least. He's trying. Just, you know, not saying the name.
Josh can do an American accent.
Do we want to encourage that?
Maybe not at 13-13.
Yeah. We'll keep it in the realms for now. There is a pause, though, so there's plenty of time now.
Okay. I'm never really good at American accents.
No, me neither.
I can do like a country American accent.
Oh.
But it's not. I wouldn't want to do it live on air.
No. Rush?
I would say with American accents, you got to really lengthen the R's. So it's like American, you know? I can't think of anything else. Azure, you know?
So you went for the Australian.
Gratisfaction.
Well, yeah, because remember when
Grim.
Jason was saying Azza.
Twist, you know?
Round 27 about to get underway
Yeah,
here.
let's go.
13-13, getting towards the business end of map number 2. Liquid, they're only 3 rounds away from securing themselves a spot in the lower bracket final, taking on EG, their nemesis in the region. The battle for the top dog. It could be on, but they need to get past the Thieves first. It is. It's a pounce onto A. Twist is in trouble here. M4 goes down with 1. Stewie to deliver.
Stewie's still here. He's holding the line. No one through Palace means he can focus on this. He doesn't know that, obviously. And as the mollies come in, the flashes come out. He's forced off the angle. They found a kill in the meantime as well. That's Liaz on it. That's perfect. 3 kills this round.
Hey.
Super aggressive. He did it on the Tech 9. He's done it on the rifle. And he's done it in a game that's saving them in this series. That's going to be 14. That's a big round to put on the board.
Yeah, and A is a real problem. It's strange that they're going down with the likes of Twist and Elysia over there so quickly, getting caught off guard by that pounce maneuver. So you can see the Molotov gets extinguished. They hit the site, and before you know it, Team Liquid are overrun. Stewie tries to stand for as long as he could, didn't play around the Molotov, unable to find a frag, and even loses his life. So Grim and Naf will hold on to a lot of utility and their rifles. They will be able to drop guns forward. 1,400 loss bonus coming on through. Twists and Elysia in desperate need of a weapon. Stewie will be able to invest once more in the AWP if he feels like it. It's making him a lot less mobile, but they might want it for crowd control. Stewie actually dropped 2 of the rifles there. This is Liaz again. 1 through the smoke, 1 while blind, and 1 over the top of the Molotov, showing us the full foray of grenades in that round right there. So back in we go. Grim's really turned things around. He was 0-8 at one point in this game. Now with 16 kills, the same as Stewie and Naf. Towards middle, feigning that mid-control. Jacob Molotoving towards connector. Look how much space Grim's taking. He's going for an info play. It's Liaz on the other side. The hero of the last round tagged on up. Damage done to both. And, well, Grim swinging before the smoke blooms. Azza takes him out of the picture. And, well, oh, dear. This is not the round you want to go down in that fashion.
No, it's not. It's going to mean that NAF now has to deal with short, has to deal with apartments, has to deal with everything, because no one's in middle for them.
Look at this info play in Palace right now. They haven't pushed any more forward than this, and JKS
be a mystery,
actually,
though.
Yeah, if he takes back this space as they walk away, that's a huge kill. That's the round.
It's got to be. You've had a kill on both of the extremities. You've had the B and the Palace pickup. You can't be asking for an easier start to things. I don't think getting a kill on Elige is ever that easy, but, I mean, the Grim one felt like it was served up on a plate. Stewie now, with Twist, probably kind of a little bit more kind of considered as to how do we save these guns in the nicest way, because B's wide open. There's not much more to be said. This should be 15-13. Once that bomb gets picked up, taken over to B, you can already see Jacob looking towards clearing as he goes.
Oh, nice smoke there, covering off towards the CT position. Beautiful. They don't even need it. So Grat, with that kill, has confirmed the round. Twist and NAF have no business in this one. 5 alive for the Thieves. Oh dear, Liquid are going to need to pull something out of their back pocket, something out of their magic hat. This is not going to be easy for them to get into the next round. Like, they're working with not a lot.
That money, yeah.
1900 loss bonus. NAF will be able to drop one. Grim will be able to buy. Twist can maybe drop an MP9. I think these direct approaches from the Thieves have caught Liquid off guard, and if Jacob gets this kill here, the flash is good. Twist is blinded up. Another flash comes on through. If he re-peaks, he could be in trouble. Gets one, gets both. Needs to stay alive here. Look at this chase coming in. The Molotovs, they're burning, but NAF lives. Even more damage being done. AK picked up, so he's got a free upgrade of the weapon, dropping another molly. How did they survive that?
I don't know.
That is a fantastic defense of those two weapons. Right, that picture that I was painting was under the complete necessity for them to hold on to these guns, and they did. Oh, boy. Okay. The buy doesn't look that bad now. 2 Famouses out in the field, double AWPs, AK-47. Whatever the call is here from Azza could be a big one. The timeout is going to come on through from Team Liquid. They need to discuss their options. NAF has a good spawn for middle. Could also take it quickly over towards the B site if he wants to posture up in those apartments and take some room, give us some early information towards B. But this is wild. The fact that they got so many kills didn't matter, but just the fact that they were under siege, locked on in Palace. Molly's coming in, players from all the angles, Azza on the flank. There was even a 4th man in the field. Just a quick little look at the scores on the doors. 22 for Twist, 22 for Liaz. They're leading the way for each team. Gratisfaction on 20, having a good night, Grat. 18 for Elige, 17 for NAF, 19 for Jacob, 18. It's everybody's playing. Everyone's in the server here tonight. No one is lagging behind, and let's get this one underway.
Yeah, 15-13. This is time for the Thieves to show there is still life in them yet. 3rd map on the horizon now. Liquid being put through the paces. That's a pickup, though. NAF going to show dominance over towards the B side of things. Liaz now being lost means no easy start. Grim not gifting anything up. Stewie, I think he saw enough there, but couldn't quite get the shot he wanted, as a potentially spotted towards underpass. As Stewie backs away, makes his presence noted, falls off from this.
Oh, they're both just smoked and connected there. Elige trying to use it to his advantage. Jacob on the other side doing the same thing. Elige comes out on top. That's 2 big kills, and JKS even gets stinked on up. So it's a great frag to find, but the damage is done, and Twist, he's going to deal with Azza, but the timing. The molly. Oh, this is problematic.
Okay, so keep in mind where we have players. Stewie was going to be a big swing factor, and he's dead. This could be it. This could be all but over. We're now down to the last 2. Grim and NAF to try and hold on to this. You can't back away. You got to go in. Azza going to see 1, going to see 2 potentially. He's gone down. He looked towards jungle, but on towards the stairs was Grim. And now on towards ramp goes Gratisfaction. High HP, he needs to do the work, and he's done the tag. Bear in mind, JKS is on 3 HP. The bomb is perfect for Gratisfaction, though. Grim, seen, now dead. It's going to be on Grat again to do some work here. JKS joins him. And NAF with nothing but the AWP in his hands. No util to play with. He's gone for the aggression! Oh, he almost called him out as well.
There's no time for this.
He's run out of time, he's run out of chances. The molly's going to prove it. This one is all but over. The Thieves have taken it as far as they could. It's going to be 16-13 as NAF can do the dance. He can do what he likes. But we're going to a 3rd map. Nicely done, 100 Thieves. This is